everybody. This is Racquel Palmisi, and welcome to my new series called Welcoming in the New Age. This is a very, very powerful time for all of us, and it's a time of recognition as well as transformation, as well as welcoming in a new era of time. So we have had ages before, we have ice ages, and we have bronze ages, and we have Renaissance ages, but I'm not sure that ever before have we welcomed in knowingly and consciously a spiritual new age. And it is upon us. It is about life, it is about spirit, and it is about the convergence of a bigger aspect of humanity than we ever knew about. So this is Portal 3. If you haven't tuned in and watched Portal 1 and Portal 2 of this series, I would suggest that you do Portal 1 in preparing to be able to welcome in a whole new age. It's about being able to release whatever is no longer serving us, old emotional damage and old ideas and concepts, and clearing our minds and our hearts and our bodies and our spirits of the same old way of thinking and being and experiencing life. Portal 2 has been about the most beautiful aspect of life that we tend to overlook, and the most necessary part of our evolvement in welcoming in the new age, and that has to do with being able to really listen. It's not just being able to listen to each other, it's about being able to listen to our world, to the conversations that are happening with language that we understand, and the conversations that are also happening without words, the conversations that the universe is trying to bring in and communicate to us. So deep listening starts with opening our minds and being able to enter a zone of not knowing. As soon as we feel like we know something, we are in judgment. As soon as we're in judgment, we're associating what we're seeing or hearing with something we already know. And that does not allow us to really take a fresh look or a fresh listen and evolve our thinking, because we're always basing it on something that we think we know about. And this is going to be one of the hardest habits for human beings to break. But it is necessary, it is worth it. It is curiosity with a capital C, and it's freedom. So here we are, and this is Portal 3. What Portal 3 has to do with is something that I am just receiving as streams of consciousness from the universe. So these portals are evolving and being spoken as they're coming in. This one is about our responsibility as human beings in welcoming in a whole new age. We have to look at our part in it. And we know that as responsible people, if we're on a path, we are looking to engage with our planet and our lives in a responsible way. We're looking to take care of our planet. We're looking to take care of each other, to be responsible to a higher calling. And some people feel that that responsibility has to do with God, and I would agree with that. To be responsible to my Creator, to be surrendered and willing on every level, is part of being a responsible human being, but it's not all of it. Because the deeper aspects and what the stream of consciousness is telling me is the deeper aspect of that is that we are a responsible part of creation itself. In other words, We humans, as created beings, were created as a reflection of our Creator. That without us reflecting back, creation doesn't exist except in a vacuum. And this is one of the most powerful aspects of preparation for a new age that I can imagine, is who are we in the context of opening to this new age, this new era, this transformational evolvement that we, right here, right now, at this moment, have an incredible chance to be part of, to be on the leading edge of something that is very powerful and can look, in light of the difficulties of our time with climate change and our politics and everything else, to be wishful thinking, to be a dream. But it's anything but that. Because in order for true transformation to happen, there has to be the chaos of breaking up the old and the constant challenge for all of us to keep choosing to evolve instead of to keep going backwards and trying to reclaim something that is not working anymore. It is a time of courage, and as human beings, being reflections of creation itself, our responsibility to that is to find ways to become deeply connected to all aspects of life. That's the spiritual aspects, that's the physical and mental and emotional, kinesthetic, any aspect that you can imagine, to be alive in it and know that every aspect of you is a reflection back to your Creator, back to God, and back to Spirit. And in that creative force, we are co-creating, and we are surrendering to the most important role that we never realized we had. That we are an intrinsically important part of creation itself. Thank you.